I just wanted to let y'all know this 9 to 5 entrepreneur life is tough. Like last night, I went home, I celebrated 1K. Woo! Thank you so much for subscribing, for liking my videos, for commenting. You guys are amazing, and I am so happy that you chose my channel and that you like me that much. And I'll make sure to keep it coming, you know, keep pushing out videos. But yeah, yesterday I went home to celebrate 1K, took pictures and all that other stuff. Now I'm back at work early, bright in the morning, and I'm on my lunch break. I have like 15 minutes left. So I made 3 phone calls. My break was at 12, and I made 3 phone calls, and I managed to get done by 12:45. So I have 15 minutes to eat this salad. That's literally how it looks like. Sometimes I'm sending emails on my lunch break, or sometimes I'm talking to a client or doing whatever. It's like any second I have in my day to do something, I do it. Child, I'll be at my desk checking my email, like my personal email or my business email. Like, I'm like, if I see that it's slow or whatever, you best believe I'm doing something for me. Because listen, and that's exactly how I was when I was working at home. I was basically doing 2 jobs at the same time. I had the work computer, my computer open. It's definitely rough out here in these streets, but I am grateful for the opportunities that God has been giving me to work, first of all, but also to create and do what I love to do. He's given me the space and the territory. Come on and enlarge my territory. Woo! He's definitely enlarging my territory each and every day, and I love him and I appreciate him for that. But yeah, so I'm on my lunch break after I just spoke to a really good agent in North Jersey. I have a North Jersey client, and she's helping me out because I don't know that area. So I spoke to an agent. She's helping me out, assist this client. So grateful for that. But yeah, I now have 15 minutes to eat this salad, and then I got to go back into work until 4:30, and then when I get home, figure out my content schedule for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I have to figure out my life as far as what are we recording tomorrow. I like to get everything done on the weekend because during the week I work 8 hours a day. Then when I get home, it's like, yes, you can always beat your face and do a video really quick, but doing that every day to make sure you constantly have content to record and edit is too much. So I try to bust out some videos on the weekends when I have some time. But tomorrow is going to be so crazy. I have to change my address at the DMV. I have to get a new bank card because that expires in like 3 months. I have to do so much tomorrow. It is a struggle, but yeah. So I get off at 4:30, and I am looking forward to that.
I gotta keep walking, just keep walking. I gotta keep walking.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for clicking on this video. As you've seen, your girl hit 1K. Woo! Y'all, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for subscribing, for commenting. I'm so glad that you love my home and that you love the real estate video and everything that I am doing. Believe me, there is more coming. Okay, so you didn't do a wrong thing by subscribing to my channel. You did the right thing. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about something that a lot of people are talking about, working a 9 to 5 in entrepreneurship, but I've only seen it talked about separately. So people who are full-time entrepreneurs, they give you the insight and how they became full-time and why it's so much better than working a 9 to 5 and the risk of working a 9 to 5. And then I've seen some people who they prefer a 9 to 5 because they prefer stability. They prefer, you know, sticking to a schedule, or they simply love their career. They love what they do, right? But I've never seen it kind of talked about together. So I'm here to tell you, don't quit your job yet, first of all. And secondly, that it is definitely possible to work a 9 to 5 and be an entrepreneur at the same time. So here's the thing, working a 9 to 5 by itself, being an entrepreneur by itself, both are a great risk. You are risking everything when it comes to both, literally. Simply because you can lose your job at any minute. At any minute. These companies don't care about you. No matter how much they say they care about you, you can lose your job at any minute, whether it comes to budget cuts, whether it comes to you just not performing as well as they want you to. Doesn't matter. You can lose your job at any moment. In entrepreneurship, you don't get paid if you don't show up. There is no PTO time in entrepreneurship. You have to get up, create your own schedule, do your own thing, manage your own finances. Both are a great risk. So we glorify entrepreneurship, of course, because you want to have your own, you want to own a business, you want to be your own boss. And some of us glorify 9 to 5s because it's like, listen, I got healthcare, I got stability. I go to work every day at 9 and I come home at 5 o'clock. Whatever that may be, understand that both are risks. And my point number 1, and the reason why I feel like you should do both, especially if you are a small entrepreneur, meaning that you just started your business, is because it will slowly show you how real this life is. Yes, you will be tired. Yes, because most of the time, whether you are a content creator or whatever you're doing, you have to do that after you get off work. You have to come home and you have to work for yourself. Some of us at work is sending emails. For my business emails, our personal emails. Some of us are doing 2 things at once, especially if you're working from home, baby. You got your computer open and the work computer open. I get it. But entrepreneurship is such a fast life that if you're doing it together, if you're working a 9 to 5 and you are starting a business slowly, it's going to show you how real and how time consuming and how much dedication you really need to run a business. So why not start it while you're in this job? Why would you quit your job right now? Because I just want to be a full entrepreneur, which is okay. I understand. I get it. But understand that you are taking a great risk doing both, honestly. But doing this while at your 9 to 5 will literally show you how real the entrepreneur life is. That's what I'm doing right now. Literally, when I go to work in the morning, I'm thinking about what am I going to do when I get home? Or most of the time, I create my content on the weekends because it's my only time to do so when I have nothing else to do. Or yes, I'll come home after work, beat my face and do a video. Or I'll vlog, I'll do whatever. But it is teaching me how dedicated I need to be if I want this part of my life to work. Real estate as well. People always say real estate is not a side hustle, which I definitely understand now, even as a part-time realtor. However, it's teaching me what I need to do, how hard I really need to go if I was to really just leave this job right now. Like I almost have a glimpse of what my life would be like if I quit this job. It's almost like a trial to see if this is really the life for you. I know some people who are like, no, like I don't want to be a full-time entrepreneur because I love the idea of having a safety net. I love the idea of going to work every single day. And actually on Twitter, there was a thread about this. And one person said, let me actually pull it up so that I don't say the wrong thing. Someone said, I need health insurance and that safety net. Okay. That was one person. And another person said, I refuse to put my sanity and my family's happiness in jeopardy because someone doesn't want to pay the invoice on time. That's real. This is why we do deposit fees. Someone else said, I've ran into many who said they want to quit their job and do their business full-time because they wouldn't have to work as much. That's a lie. Also, someone said, the mindset should never be less work for me. I love to work and that shows in my 9 to 5. But I would rather be working for myself than a corporation I could never own. You're absolutely right, though. Going full-time into creativity is more work than most 9 to 5. So it was the first time I actually saw somebody say that on Twitter. And I was like, wow, he doesn't even know that I'm like about to do a video about this. But it's so true. There's a lot of different mindsets going on about working in a 9 to 5 versus being an entrepreneur. And I really think it's because some people don't understand that you can really do both. And depending on what your business is, that's why there's some things called passive income. Finding something that you don't necessarily have to be there all the time. And people are always investments or vending machines or whatever it may be. People are now starting to find something else that can increase their income because if I do lose my job, what else do I have? And I think that's why a lot of people are encouraging entrepreneurship and encouraging starting a business or encouraging starting a legacy or building something that you can pass on to your children. Because like I said, these jobs really don't care about you. So you want to make sure that in the event I lose my job today, I have something that I could rely on as income until I figure out, do I really want to do this full time or do I want to go back to a 9-to-5 job? Another point that I want to point out is that you need money to make money. And a lot of us out here, a lot of our 9-to-5s is funding our businesses. And that is okay, sis. Okay, that is okay, bro, because one day it's definitely going to be worth it. But seriously, you need money to make money. Everybody's not Donald Trump who can just get $1 million loan from their father. Everybody can't do that, okay? So if I'm going to start this business, if I'm going to be serious about it, then why not stay at my job, do what I need to do while I'm here, stack my bread, okay? And then see if this life is really for me. And that's the thing. You want to quit your job to run this business, but you don't even know if this business is even going to be effective. Like, why not start the trial while you're still at the job? You don't know how long it's going to take for your business to take off. Do not put yourself in a hard situation that you could have avoided. Seriously. It takes time to be a full-time entrepreneur. It takes time to build a business. It takes time. Listen, I have done so many things within the past couple of years just trying to figure out what works. Tea Time was on YouTube. Now it's a podcast. Now I'm doing photography. I sold t-shirts and hoodies and phone cases at one point. There's so many things that I'm trying to figure out, God, what do you want me to do? I'm using all of my gifts. What is going to work for me? But at the same time, working a 9-to-5 job because I understand what God does allow me. Because yes, it is my passion to be a full-time entrepreneur. Why? Because I believe that I'm about that life. I believe that I can do it. But you have to know yourself. If you know darn well that you like waking up every day at 1 o'clock when you have your day off, then this life may not be for you, because entrepreneurship doesn't just mean, oh, I can wake up at whatever time I want because I don't have a 9-to-5 job. No. So just because you're a full-time entrepreneur don't mean you can just do whatever you want. I mean, if you have passive income system, that's just coming in and it's requiring you not to show up, then go ahead and take your vacation and go ahead and sleep in. You will work much harder as an entrepreneur because you create your own schedule. Nobody is telling you what time to come to work. Nobody's telling you what your to-do list is for today. Nobody's telling you your duties. Nobody's telling you your responsibilities. It is all on you. Also, I really want to talk about, do you even know how to run a business? Or the importance of professionalism. Now, some of us are privileged to work around people or to grow up around people who have effectively ran a business. So you know how it goes. Your mom takes you on her business meetings, or if she's a real estate agent, she takes you to her showings, whatever it may be. But some of us don't have that privilege of knowing and understanding how to run a business because we didn't see mommy do it. We didn't see daddy do it. Uncle was working at the yard all the time. You know, some of us don't have that privilege of seeing and watching someone run a business effectively. Being at a 9-to-5, it teaches you professionalism. Number one, how to be on time, how to look your best. It teaches you structure in your schedule, what to do for today. So your boss will most likely give you, hey, this is what I want you to do today when you walk into work. Or you just automatically know what your responsibilities is when you come to a work. If you work for a corporate job, they'll teach you everything you need to know about corporate business. Understanding how to run a meeting, different things like that. So if you've never had to work for a business or for a corporation or whatever it is like that, you won't know how to run a business or what that'll even look like. And if you have the type of business where you'll be hiring employees, how will you ever know how your employees feel or what they need if you've never had to be in that position? This is one of the things I tell my little brother all the time because he's an aspiring pastry chef. He makes amazing cupcakes, cookies, everything that I can't have right now, all the sweets, right? But I tell him, I'm like, listen, I strongly advise when you get old enough to work in a bakery or work in a restaurant because you definitely want to have that experience before you go out and you own your own bakery or you go out and you own your own restaurant, because you want to understand how these people who are working for you, how they feel. Not even that, you want to see what are other restaurants doing behind the scenes in the kitchen. What are their waiters doing? What is the expectation of these people? So it's the same with whatever business you're running. Another point I want to add is healthcare. Unfortunately, we do not live in a country where healthcare is open and available to any and everyone. And some people are at their job simply for this reason. Having a child is expensive. Having a husband is expensive. Having yourself is expensive, especially if you're the type of person that needs certain medications, you have certain illnesses. Even if you're healthy, you never know what may go wrong tomorrow. So you definitely want to have health care. I think it's strongly, strongly important. And yes, there's different programs out there for people to obtain health care if you don't. However, some people are comfortable with having the idea, okay, I'm at this job, they're providing this health care for me. Why not stay here? And as an entrepreneur, that is definitely something you have to think of. That should be your first thought, honestly, when you become an entrepreneur, a full-time entrepreneur, because you have to think, okay, I need healthcare. Where is this coming from? Is it going to come through a state? Am I going to pay out of my pocket every time I have to visit my doctor? You have to think about those things when you're a full-time entrepreneur, because like I said, you are handling your own finances. Yes, when your business take off, can you get an accountant? Absolutely, which I obviously would recommend. But starting off, you're not going to have that. You're literally going to have to manage everything yourself. And healthcare is a really, really, really big factor of why a lot of people are at their jobs. So yes, I definitely recommend doing both. Why? Because just like I said in the first point, at any given time, you could lose your job. Don't give your employer the power to make or break you. Find something that you love, a gift that God has given you, something that you know that you can make money on, something that you know that you've been sitting on for a long, long, long time. Find that passive income that you may love if you try it. Try investing. Trust me, I understand the stability, the safety net, the healthcare, the idea that, listen, if nobody likes my product, or if nobody pays their invoice, or if nobody shows up, I won't get paid. Trust me, I understand it. If the internet shuts down one day and we no longer have social media, half of the influencers will not get paid. I get it. I definitely get it. Which is why, obviously, as entrepreneurs, a lot of people I know, they don't just got one stream of income. They have multiple for multiple reasons. But again, like I said, there's many, many reasons I think that a 9-to-5 is definitely beneficial for you. Maybe not for the long run. Really depends on your life and the area of your life that you are in currently to see what really works for you. Don't go looking at somebody else's YouTube saying, hey, she got $100,000 subscribers in a year and now she's monetized and look what she's doing. I can do the same thing. Because although, yes, my goal is to make this money on this channel, I know that that may not be a thing right away. So this is what I'm doing. Yes, I show up every day at my 9-to-5. I give my best and I come home and I give myself more. Why? Because I'm not giving my employer more than I'm giving me. I deserve to give me more. And that's what we're doing in 2021. Give yourself more. Give yourself more because you deserve it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You will be seeing more of me. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Tatiana Samaria, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.